Okay, Survivor fans, we are back for episode 4 of season 38, The Edge of Extinction. I'm Marcus James Dixon. I'm here with Susan Wloszczyna. And Susan, do you want to start with Rick Devens being voted out? Because I was very bummed. I liked this guy a lot. I think he could have won the whole thing. He's so likable. What's your take on that?
Well, it was up to War Dog, who calls himself War Dog. That's disturbing, but leave that aside for a minute. But I mean, it was basically up to him, I think.
Because he was the swing vote, yeah. Because it was the 2 girls,
yeah,
and then the 2 guys, and then War Dog was the swing.
Right. So he chose to, and I mean, it was kind of weird. I mean, she was sick, but it wasn't like she was fainting and not being able to move her. I mean, you know, she could get better. She said, you know, she played soccer, so she has some athleticism. But yeah, I mean, Rick is okay. Like, I think.
Why do you hate Rick?
His fake, you know, newscast or whatever. It was cute enough, but I don't think he's as funny as he thinks he is. So.
Oh, you're a hater.
No, I'm not hating him. I'm just saying the truth. That's all. But okay, we got to get the chickens out of the way.
Okay, what about the chickens?
Well, I think Wendy has a good luck charm somewhere, maybe where she was trying to hide the chickens. I don't know, but they kind of take her as this oddball that's there, and she's, you know, basically harmless. She just had this idea she needed to let the chickens escape, except they really to want to. So that was good for her, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like there have been other seasons where chickens have either escaped or been let go, and then people just catch them. Like, I mean, chickens are running around everywhere, and they could just catch them.
Right.
Well, she should have taken the chickens to a different island and like let them loose on a different island, because I have a feeling these ones are going
to. They could go to I think those people would really want to eat them.
Yeah, those chickens would be dead.
Speaking of eating, I think Chris did exactly what he should have done to shut Reem up on Extinction Island, and that is give her food and let her eat. And she's like the witch waiting for everyone, like a sorceress. Like, oh, now you're here. Oh, we hate you. You know, it's like
where did the fishing gear come from? Did he?
Well, was this never explained exactly what equipment was there. I mean, she just, you know, had one of those wicked weapons that they use for coconuts, and she had flint. So they put some things on there, but they've never really got into what exactly they have and don't have. So those must have been, I mean, those 2, Keith and Reem, were not going to go scuba diving. So he can't even swim.
I think you're not allowed to complain about not having food unless you actually go out and try to fish. And if you go out and you don't get anything, then you're allowed to complain.
Yeah. But no, I mean, he did. I mean, he had to make up for whatever, you know, wrongs he had done them. So I think he knew he had to do that. But it's a motley crew right now, because that crew, I mean, it's not going to be harmonious, I don't think, as things get going.
And they're all from the original Manu tribe.
Yeah.
No Kama people have been voted out yet.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the big tribe swap mix and match.
Yeah. What's their names? The other one?
The new one is Lesu, Lesu.
Yeah, they called them the Lesser. She called them the Cleveland Browns. Kelly did. It was funny. But yeah, I mean, they shouldn't be that weak. I don't know why.
Well, they really only lost the challenge by a few seconds. I mean, I feel like they were getting that.
Yeah. But and I love Joe as a human ladder. Yeah. And he flirts with men and women. He does. Wins them over, but they're just as much tricking him as vice versa. Well, our friend Julie at least rummaged through his bag. She did something. We saw that. She was
Julie, she has gotten 0 screen time this whole season. I wrote this article on it, and she even tweeted about it. But did you notice though that I was paying attention to the confessionals, like when the castaway is talking to the camera. Yeah. Even during that whole bag rummaging thing, we didn't see her give a confessional about why she was doing it. We just saw what was his name, Ron's perspective.
Yeah.
We didn't even get her perspective, which was just so weird. It's like they're purposefully going out of their way to not show her.
Yeah. But there are others, like that Julia maybe gets a line in episode 2. So maybe it's J names they don't like. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It is.
I kind of like this episode that it kind of, changed things so it wasn't going to get boring with the same people making the same, sharing plot that they're hatching and all that. But they're not looking for idols very much. Like, I mean, the last season, there was an idol an hour, it was like,
and
everybody was finding.
On that new Green Tribe that they would have been looking for an idol. Maybe they did and just nobody found it, so they didn't bother to show us.
But no, that counts too, because it creates frustration and agony for us. It doesn't seem okay. Voluntary torture. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Extinction Island. I don't know what it is yet. But 2 steps away from throwing it all in and going home. I did like when Rick.
What's that?
He thought.
It reminds me of the show Naked and Afraid, only they're not naked and they're not really afraid. But it's kind of like the documentary aspect of people actually surviving, and that's kind of what it reminds me of. And there's really no gameplay over there. There's no voting out. It's just surviving the elements as best as you can.
Well, maybe it's going to be like, Lord of the Flies, and they'll just have to fight it out.
Mm-hmm. So what's your theory on Joe? If Joe's new tribe loses, is Joe going to be voted out?
Okay, see, I can't remember who's on this tribe anymore now.
Because you have the Ron and Julie kind of alliance going on.
Yeah.
I can't off the top of my head. I can't remember the other 2.
They were very memorable. It was mostly focused on the other tribes, I think. Mm-hmm. But I thought Wendy was amazing with that puzzle. I mean, she just stepped right in there and fixed it up for them. So that she showed she was worth her weight in chickens or whatever she said.
Worth her weight in eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, she was lying there. Playing, she was lying. That's.
I do worry about Wendy. I think she would have gone home tonight if her tribe had lost. She'd be gone.
I don't know, because she's not a danger, but she is. I mean, she does things well that they don't even notice because she's kind of kooky. So I don't know. But it wasn't a bad episode. I'm glad that they split them up because it was getting a little boring because they were, giving the same arguments each week.
Yeah. David said that this was his favorite tribal council. I'm like, this was not my favorite tribal. I like drama and fighting and yelling. This was just a love fest. I was like, fast forward.
Right. And Kelly was crying. There's no crying in Survivor. I mean, come on. You've been there before. You know what you're going to go through, You're not really going to miss these people. You vote them off.
I mean, cry if you get voted out. Don't cry because you love the people you're with. That's disgusting.
Yeah. But, no, that Extinction Island is just like, I don't know if it's working or not.
Well, we still don't know, like,
why they're there, you know?
Yeah. Is it going to be the whole season? I don't know.
Well, is it just 2 people be left by the everybody gets voted off? I don't know.
Are they going to eat each other? Is it going to be like a cannibal island or something?
Well, I hope not, because that would be hard to take a bit. Yes. I mean, maybe on a streaming channel that would work. I don't know.
Well, before we go, I was going to ask you, who are you rooting for to win? Who do you want to win the $1 million?
Aubrey. I picked her way long ago. And she had a bit of that moment where she was trying too hard, but I think part of that was edit too. I mean, they probably squished together a lot of her giving her same speech over and over again about we're just alike.
And what about of the newbies? Which, if it only comes down to newbies at the end?
Newbies. Well, it's interesting they haven't really, except for Reem, sent any other women away, because I think they just assume they're weak or something, which they're not. But the newbies, none of them are truly annoying. I mean, even Wendy, for annoying person, is low grade. So, but I think War Dog could get obnoxious really fast. And is it Ron who has that advantage thing?
Yeah, I think the rule was 3 tribal councils it would expire, but he has not been to tribal council yet, so he hasn't even had to think about it.
Yeah. So that'll be an interesting thing, because it'll tick someone off once he uses it, probably.
Yeah. Well,
we're idols, you know. They're chasing chickens and having love fests and climbing over each other.
I'll go with David for the returnings. He's who I want to win. And then for the newbies, Wendy. Wendy is by far my favorite.
She could win. I mean, she is endearing in her goofy way. And her hair is growing on me. So not literally, but
if she makes it to the merge, she's set. But yeah, making it there will be very tough.
Well, but she has to quit being intentionally annoying. You know, I mean, she's plot. You know, this is her intent, is to tick them off. But it didn't. They didn't care. That's the thing. She's not as endangered as we thought she would be. So, but as far as chicken issues go, that was pretty mild. I mean, nobody tried to go after her for getting rid of their meat. They didn't even cook one yet.
Wasn't there 4 though, and now there's 3? I wonder what happened to the 4th.
I don't know. Maybe Mad Dog. I'm gonna come mad.
Somebody just ate it whole.
Right. No, they said, well, you just boil it with the feathers on, and then they fall off. I don't know that's true. You might just have soggy feathers.
I don't know. I just go to KFC.
Oh, I don't eat fast food. I like slow food. Anyway.
All right, well, any final thoughts?
I hope something more amazing happens next episode, because the Cry Fest tribal, it's kind of a downer.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask, this will be my final thought.
Okay.
Do you think Lauren was smart or dumb to not play her idol? Because I don't know. For a second there, I'm like, oh, she's going to be voted out with an idol in her pocket.
Well, she must have known something. That's what I think.
So you think maybe War Dog came to her and he's like, don't worry, I've got your back.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, let us know down in the comments, with everyone that's watching, what you think of the episode and who you think is going to win and who you want to win. And keep coming back to Gold Derby and making your predictions for all of these events, not just Survivor, but the Emmys and the Oscars will be on, next year you can predict. And yeah, it's really fun. And it's free, fun and free.